I'm Katie.
And I'm Kay.
And you're listening to the Babes of Quinte podcast.
Losing teeth is never easy. It can affect how you eat, speak, and even how you feel about your smile.
I feel that. When I knocked my tooth out, I talked with my hand covering my mouth for a week.
Family Dental Center understands how important a confident and healthy smile is, and that's why they offer dental implants at their locations in Belleville, Frankfurt, and Coburg.
And now they offer same-day implants, meaning you'll have your beautiful, natural-looking smile back faster.
Whether you need a single tooth implant or a more comprehensive solution, dental implants can restore your chewing ability, help keep your remaining teeth stable, and improve your overall quality of life.
The experienced team at FDC will guide you through every step, from consultation to care, so you can get that confidence back, babe.
Discover the difference dental implants can make. Visit FamilyDentalCenter.com to learn more and schedule an appointment.
We're meant to be blown away by life, fully immersed in the experience. But let's be real, sometimes that feels impossible.
It's only impossible if you're listening to the wrong voices. You need Cheryl Himberg in your corner.
Cheryl is the superwoman behind Key Element Solutions. She doesn't just coach, she smashes negative self-talk and helps you ignore the noise so you can build the career, business, and life you actually want.
Whether it's through the 12-week year executive coaching or the Leader Circle, Cheryl bridges the gap between mindset, strategy, and self-leadership to take real action.
Her energy is literally contagious. She takes years of high-level corporate experience plus a decade of study in neuroscience and injects it directly into your personal and professional dream.
Take that first step forward, adding game-changing positivity to your life and business.
Connect with Cheryl today at keyelement.ca. That's keyelement.ca, and follow Key Element Solutions on Facebook and Instagram at Key Element Solutions. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome
to the podcast. That was very Michael-esque of us.
That was very Michael.
Our friend Michael likes to send us...
you. He doesn't send me voice notes.
Yeah, he sent us a singing one like last night or 2 nights ago.
I did not get this.
Yeah, you did. I swear it was in our group chat.
Okay, maybe I did. I do not remember this at all.
Oh, he does send me singing ones, but I swear this one was in the group chat.
I got a really great photo of him yesterday, though, that said, higher the hair, closer to God.
Yeah, I swear it was in that thread.
No, he sent this to me on Instagram.
I don't know. I don't have my phone, so I can't even fact check.
I'm probably wrong. I probably just didn't listen to it yet.
Yeah.
What was I doing 2 nights ago?
It might have been last night. I don't know.
You know, maybe that's what it was.
Maybe.
I was probably in
asleep,
bed.
yeah. What's going on?
I asked you first.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Cool. Brain a little mush.
Yes.
I'm going back on Vyvanse.
That's fun.
Yeah, I have a bit of a headache today, so that's cool. Yeah, it's been a busy week. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like I've had a lot of meetings.
You've been, like, out and about all week.
And, like, not working from home. Like,
out
and
which
about.
is weird. Why?
Daisy's with my mom.
Why? Oh, at the cottage?
At the cottage. Oh. And Jeanette's home. So, I don't know. I've just been busy here. I know it's been weird.
Yeah, I know. I
like a change of scenery during the day, so.
Yeah.
Maybe today.
You should go home.
Maybe. But yeah, I went off Vyvanse for a really long time. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, my brain's just not working. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to try a lower dose of Vyvanse because I wasn't feeling well when I was taking.
Yeah.
I wasn't, yeah. So we'll see what happens.
That's a good
give it a shot again and see what happens. But no,
the thing with Vyvanse too is you know pretty much right away if it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
Like there's not really like a waiting period like with like antidepressants.
No.
Where it's like it takes like 3 months and you might be a little bit sad to begin with.
Remember when I went on Wellbutrin, which I love now, but man, that starting process.
Yeah, rough.
Horrendous. Mm-hmm. Rocky. But we went to our lovely friend Sam's soft opening for friends and family last night of the Standard.
Yeah, it's like a wellness
space
where you can get your hair done, you can get RMT services, manicures, pedicures, facials, like all those things. Mm-hmm. They're partnering with Quinte Dermatology to do injectables. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for those things, they have a solid partnership with them, and it's in the same building as Quinte Dermatology. It's right next door.
I didn't know that building was there. It's stunning.
It's brand new. Yeah.
Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, so that was really cool last night seeing that. I'm so excited for it to actually open. It's supposed to be August 4th. I think it's still August 4th as far as we know. So next week after the long weekend.
Yeah. Got to see Ziggy.
Oh, I love Ziggy. That's Sam's
always
and John's dog.
Yep. Got to talk with John. Got to see Ziggy. I felt like that really checked off all the things. I got to see Caitlin, who is my hair girl.
Yeah.
She's going to be working there. I met her daughter, not like officially, but like saw Stevie.
Her, yeah.
She let go of a balloon outside and watched it float away, and that was really great for the kids to watch. They were very excited about it.
Kids are hilarious.
It's so funny.
This week's episode
is Stephanie Foster.
Yeah, who owns the venue 1914 in Brighton.
Yes.
I haven't even finished editing this, but I actually remember most of the interview, which doesn't always happen.
Never happens for me.
No, but like I love her journey of getting here because both of her parents are kind of like own their own businesses or like their own business. She tried both of those paths and then
it's like no, not for me.
And then took a big leap. So
I love a big leap.
I also love how she met her husband. Like these are all things you'll get to hear. So
enjoy the episode. Do you want an engagement ring like no other?
Do you want a custom Lord of the Rings pendant?
Do you want some of your grandma's jewelry turned into a modern necklace that matches your style?
Steve Marshman Fine Jewelry and Custom Design is the diamond destination. They specialize in custom design and redesigning old pieces into new. They have the perfect piece to make you sparkle.
Choose the perfect piece from a range of rings, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, pendants, watches, and so much more.
Or get a handcrafted piece custom designed for you.
Should we go buy jewelry today?
I'm in.
Visit them at the Somerville Center or online at stevemarshmanjewelry.com.
And make sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Steve Marshman Fine Jewelry.
When big news breaks in the Quinte region, you shouldn't have to wait to find out. Get the stories that matter to you the moment they happen with the brand new Quinte News app. From local traffic alerts and breaking headlines to community events across Belleville, Trenton, and the county, it's everything you need to know right in your pocket. Don't wait for tomorrow's headline. Download the free Quinte app today in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Quinte, local news delivered in real time.
We love when an idea becomes a reality. Our next guest took an idea that was simmering for years and made it into a beautiful business where memories are made. Babes of Quinte, please welcome Stephanie Foster, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Please welcome Steph Foster, the owner and event host of the 1914 venue in Brighton.
Woo! Thank you, ladies. I'm so excited to be here.
I like that.
Big
More
fan.
people need to do that.
What?
Woo! After we're done.
Woo themselves?
Yeah,
Yes.
woo themselves.
Yes. Here for it.
Ruined myself.
Like,
I love that.
But some people don't know what to do. They just look at us like deer in a house. And
Like
I'm
panic. And I'm like,
say any word.
just say hello.
say something.
So the woo is perfect.
I love that. That is so funny.
Okay.
So funny.
First question.
Okay, hit me.
What is your favorite chip?
My favorite chip. You know what? I'm a regular gal. I love just like a salt chip. Not salt and vinegar. Let me be very specific. Not that. But like just
A plain.
like sea salt, plain Janer.
Or like a
Lay's?
Lay's or a kettle chip?
Preferably a kettle chip, like a
Okay.
Miss Vicky's
Like
does
an
have
original-
a special place in my heart. However, I've discovered a new brand called Hard Bite.
Yes.
Hard Bite, I think. Oh my
Aren't
god,
they?
so
They're out of
good.
BC. Really
I've
good.
never heard of this.
Oh my
Oh.
god, go to the grocery store immediately
Yeah.
and get them. They're so
Really?
good.
They
Okay.
have
so
them
good.
at they have the salt and vinegar ones at Costco sometimes.
Okay, well, I'm sold.
They're
Don't
a,
need to
they're
tell
a
me
BC
twice to
brand,
get
yeah.
Yeah.
chips.
Would you ever dip that into anything, or you really are just like a plain?
No, like
Oh man, I really,
maybe a good Mexican dip, like a like a taco dip, something like that. Maybe.
You know what came up in my feed that I want right now?
Oh.
It's an elote dip.
Ooh, a little corn dip.
Okay, I was gonna say
So
what is
it's
that? But yeah,
cottage cheese,
So
mixed-
high protein.
high protein,
Love.
corn, tahini,
Drooling.
and something else. I don't know.
Why am I
Okay.
so hungry?
And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I could fuck with that and like just like a plain kettle chip.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm making for dinner.
Yeah. It's my dad. No, thank you. Busy.
I'm doing things.
I'll reply. I
With-
can't
I
talk
love
right now.
Kind of busy, Dad. That's funny.
That's so funny. Okay, sorry about that.
all good.
Don't know why he's calling me. What was your first job?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so my first like real job. Well, I grew up farming. So, when I was, 8, then I was like put to work on the farm. And so like I bought and sold horses when I was a kid. I worked on the farm like the inaugural, like every kid has the first job of picking rocks in the field. So that was really
Cool.
fun and like character
not
building
fun.
and shit,
The worst job. Once my
feel
old
like-
boss was like, "Can you guys come help me pick rocks?" And I got to the field and I was like,
Do you mean
There's-
literally pick rocks?
"Yeah," but I was like,
Yes.
"There's so many rocks." I was like,
Yes.
"Wait, we're never going to be able to pick
No.
all of these rocks."
No.
It is
So like,
character building.
Yes.
what's the size?
Oh, any
Like any like, but like if you're going and you're like, okay, I need to pick rocks. Is there like a minimum size that you should be picking up?
Yeah, like you're not picking up the pebbles and
No.
stuff like that. Like you're looking for something that is like,
A small
cantaloupe
plate?
size
Yeah.
or bigger kind of thing.
Got
that
it.
you want to get out of there so that machinery doesn't hit it and break and that,
That
kind of
sounds
thing.
heavy.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it
builds character.
So what do you do? Like, do you put them into like a wagon, or do you
So
carry
we would
them?
go out there with our tractor and we would like throw them into the tractor bucket and then the tractor would go and dump them in a fence line and then you'd come back and you would just like keep going tractor bucket after
Some
tractor bucket all
farmers
day long.
have rock pickers.
Yes.
which are
So-
fancy.
They are super fancy, but sometimes they also get like jammed. And sometimes if you're going over an area that has like sticks and roots and all that kind of stuff, then like then it just jams things up. And
You're
so like you
shit out
just
of
gotta
luck.
do it by
Gotta
hand.
keep
you know?
picking
You just gotta
rocks.
keep
I feel
picking
like
the
I
rock.
know so much about farming right now because I've been watching Clarkson's Farm.
Oh my god, you're pretty much an expert.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
farmer at this point.
Yeah.
Well, because the new season just dropped,
Yeah.
and there's drones.
Oh, I love that.
And
yes.
this
Really
guy,
seen everything.
well, this guy like soil tested his whole field
'Kay.
to see the alkaline or whatever.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
the
pH.
the pH of the soil.
Yep.
So and then he mapped out each section
Wow.
to make sure that certain sections get fertilized more than
Yeah.
others.
Yep.
And it's this whole thing, and then there's drones when it comes to weeds and all. So not
It's
the
insane.
entire field isn't getting sprayed.
Yep.
Only certain parts of the field are. It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he does potatoes.
It's so cool. Like it's so cool.
It's
Once you
so
like, I
cool.
feel like I could talk about that all day. But
I
like, it's
also,
so
I'm
cool.
like,
yeah.
let's deep dive into
Okay, so
soil pH.
episode 2 of Clarkson's Farm, season whatever the newest one is.
Yeah, love it.
That's what it's all about. And
I love that.
He was just like trying to justify it to his finance guy.
Yeah,
He's like, this is the future of farming.
It is, honestly. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's
my
crazy.
sister-in-law's cows have like these giant GPS trackers on them now.
so
So they're
cool.
it's like an electric fence. So
Yes, I've
they'll
heard of
get
this.
like shocked a bit if they have a physical fence, but first they have this electric fence. They'll get shocked, and then it has a GPS tracker on all of it, so they can see. Say like a cow gets out, but they have the tracker on, they can find it.
They know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very
Oh,
handy
that's smart.
and saves so much money
And
because like
if
no
you-
one's stealing your cows
No one's
that
stealing
way.
your cow, or if it gets out, you can find it because that's
Yeah.
like thousands of dollars. Just like
Yep.
running
and
free.
then his girlfriend bought these sheep that have no faces.
That's weird.
That's different.
Well, no, they definitely have faces,
Oh.
but they're like, it looks like they're all white, and then the face circle is black, so it looks like they have no eyeballs.
It's a
Okay.
baby doll.
Maybe, I don't know.
Are they really curly?
They're really expensive.
Yeah, there's baby doll. shit.
yeah, they're so cute though.
So cute.
Yeah, so
Did you
she-
get pigs this year?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
we did.
exciting.
Yep. So this is our second year raising our own pigs, which is awesome because like we raise our own chickens and our own pork, which is just like what we do as family kind of thing. And it is the best. It is so tasty. So tasty. We had pork chops for dinner last night, actually.
Love that.
We, the first year that we raised pigs, maybe this is for the podcast, maybe not, but like the first year that we raised pigs, my kids named them Peppa and George.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then, so now frequently, like for that whole year after at dinner, they'd be like, hey mom, like, is this Peppa or George? And like, they would say it at table. And in my heart, I'm like, I love so much that like, you know where your food comes from and you understand
Yeah.
why we grew our own pigs and all of that kind of stuff. But like when we had company over for dinner and they're like, hey mom, is this Peppa? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Honey.
totally
Yeah, it
fine.
sure is.
Definitely.
Jeanette did that growing up. They had I think it was it was either cows or pigs, but they called them like Pinky and the Brain.
Yep.
And so they were eating, and Jeanette was like, "Is this brain?" And the guest was like, "What?" And Geraldine was like, that was just its name.
That was just its name.
No, not actual brain.
Yeah,
Don't
you're
worry.
not eating actual brain. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
people
okay.
don't like when I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's Jameson." They're like, "Don't tell me that." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay."
I like to know
It's
personally,
fine,
but
it's
yes,
fine.
yes.
What did you guys grow up farming? Just
We
horses?
conventionally farmed, so like we grew cash crops a lot,
okay.
and so like corn, soybeans, wheat mostly when I was a kid, and then we had horses, and so we like raised horses for a long time, and that's where my love of horses came from. And so then as like a teenager, then I did that a lot, and I would like.
I remember
ride horses
you
and-
liking horses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. Back
Did
to our
you-
high school days.
Yeah, she was a horse.
Do
girl.
the dressage.
No, I actually rode
dancing.
Western, so I rode a different style from that. Kudos to you for knowing it, though. Love that.
Oh no, we have a friend who did it.
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
like competitively, and she almost went to the Olympics.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like, horse dancing.
Western's cooler in my humble.
I mean,
Okay,
I
so
think
what's
so,
the
too.
difference? What is Western?
So Western is more like roping, like you're riding. You could like barrel race.
Barrel
you could
race.
do.
Cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
fun
like
stuff.
athletic-y things.
Yep.
Not
Yep.
that dressage is not. I'm
No,
not
it's actually
shitting.
very athletic. Yes.
I'm not
but-
shitting on it. It's just
Yes.
dancing versus
barrel racing.
barrel racing. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like dancing versus speed.
Yeah.
It feels
kind of.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I just always rode just for fun. I loved that. And then I lived out west for a while, and like worked on a ranch there. And so then like we got to
When?
like.
I love your face. You're like, wait, what?
Like,
Yeah. And I worked on a ranch out there in like 2013.
oh, so like after you graduated high school.
Yes,
Oh,
after
okay.
high school. And then I got to like I learned to rope and like actually got to be in a rodeo. It was the coolest.
That's
someti-
so
I know,
cool.
I know. Sometimes I think back on that phase of my life and I'm like, oh my god, I was so cool back then. Did I actually do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Thanks. Oh my god, stop.
No, I will not.
Will not.
Absolutely
We'll
not.
actually just tell you how great you are this whole
Thank you.
time.
Oh my god, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. Okay, so circling back to your actual question though about what my first job was.
I
So-
forgot I asked that. So I'm glad you. She's
glad
like,
you remembered.
Your question. I'm like, what did I ask?
Like,
okay,
what?
first job.
Okay, so first job was farming. Then my parents, even though my parents had, they both had like jobs and careers, they encouraged like me and my brothers to go out and work for someone other than like a family business kind of thing. So I went and worked for a family friend at the county farm center, and worked in retail for like a brief period, which was really fun and I learned a lot. And then I actually went and worked with my mom. She's a wealth management advisor with Scotia McLeod. So I spent a summer with her, which was also really fun. Discovered that finance was not my jam. Then from there, I was like, well, you know what? The car business is here. That was my dad's kind of side of the family job, I guess. And so I was like, well, like, I guess I'll try that. And
Yeah.
I always said as a kid, like, I had zero interest in the car business because I didn't like cars. Then I actually learned that the car business was surprisingly very little about cars, actually.
Oh.
So it's so much more like the business side really overtakes the fact
Yeah.
that you're talking about a car, you know? So then I went into that, and then that's kind of, I never really left there. Like, it was just, I got into that, and I really enjoyed sales. And so I worked in like sales and finance for most of the time that I was there because that's what I loved doing. And then my brother and I took it over in 2017, kind of like officially from my dad. And then after having a couple of kids, then I was like, maybe this isn't really for me anymore. And that kind of just changed my mind. And then going back from there is where like probably 10 years ago, then we were talking, it was actually like a family farm meeting, and we
I
were
love that. Like with your parents?
Nope. So my brother and his wife, and then me and my husband Alex, the four of us were together, and we were just talking about like what we wanted to do on the farm, because we always like the farm was kind of the passion behind everything in the family. You know what I mean? That was the thing that everyone loved doing. And so we sat down and we were just having like a conversation about what do we want to do? Like, what does the future look like? All that kind of stuff. And my brother was actually the one that threw out the idea, like, you know, sometimes a lot of people will take like an old barn and they'll turn it into a wedding venue. And I literally was like, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to do that.
I got that one.
Yeah. Shoddy. Mine. Yeah.
Dibs, no one take that idea.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And so anyway, that like just stuck in the back of my mind for such a long time, and I kind of toyed with it, and I would always like joke about it and talk about it, and I think really just like annoy everyone with it because I always talked about it and then never really did anything about it. So then after going back to the dealership after having my second baby, then I was like, this business is a very hard business to balance with family. I was finding
like just because it's so busy.
It's so busy, and it's so like you're always on, you know, and it's always like it's hard to break away from and like step back from. And so anyway, I was like, you know what? Maybe this just isn't for me anymore. And so then I was like, I set a goal for myself in January, like New Year's resolution. I was like, at least this year, I'm just going to give myself an answer as to like whether a wedding venue is legitimately feasible for our family kind of thing. And so Alex and I talked a lot about it, and we went to visit another wedding venue that was in Southern Ontario. And literally I remember that day like so distinctly because we went to see this venue and like chatted with the venue owner, and she was so nice and she was so helpful and like talked us through so much. And she's like, so then Alex and I were talking after at dinner, and he's like, so like, or I said to him, what's your biggest takeaway from this? And he's like, how invested you are in this. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad that we're on the same page there. This is so
perfect. I feel like he's really supportive.
He's the most supportive.
How did you guys meet?
I sold him a truck.
I love this.
Shut up.
I love it.
Yeah. What a meet cute. Tell us about the truck. Like,
what kind of truck was it?
It was an F-150.
Okay.
Yep. It was a super cab. It was actually quite a funny story because I, at the time, was also driving a truck that was like fun and done up, and it had like big beefy tires on it and stuff like that. And
he was like, oh, this girl.
So he sees me drive by, and then like a couple days later, he calls me, and like at the dealership calls me, and he's like, hey, like what kind of tires did you have on your truck? You know, like I think I'd like to put those on this new truck that he just bought, right? And in my head, I'm like, oh, he's totally gonna ask me out, and then he didn't.
You're like, oh, okay, you really just want to
I guess you just want to talk about tires. That's lame,
so practical.
Okay. Like, yeah, whatever. And so anyway, then I gave him my recommendation on tires, which he took and ordered.
As he should.
Always be closing.
Absolutely. And then the tires came in, and so then I like sneakily texted him a picture of the tires, and I was like, "Ooh, good choice on the tires." And then we were just texting from there, and that was it. And that was like 11 years ago. So
I love that. That's so cute.
That's crazy.
I know. I know.
So cute.
And
yeah.
Is he in construction?
He is. Yep.
Okay.
He builds houses and the occasional wedding venue.
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say,
he doesn't want me to advertise that.
Okay. I'm like, so it did come in handy a little bit. Like,
Oopsie. Yes, it did.
Just doesn't want to do it
Sorry,
again.
Alex. Sorry.
That's right. Whenever I say, oh, Alex builds, houses and the occasional wedding venue, he's like, don't tell people that. I'm only ever building one. So,
okay, so if anyone else wants a wedding venue, he's not doing it.
He's not your guy, but
he built one for his wife, and so fair.
Yes, that's
what
right.
A love
and he did
story.
a really good job. So
I haven't seen it yet. I've seen pictures and everything.
I've seen the outside.
I've seen the outside. Yeah.
Well, you'll have to come.
Okay, one thing I remember about you, because so we went to high school together.
Yes.
You were in my brother's class.
Yep.
But when you graduated, which was very unusual for Albert, because everyone went to fucking university. Yeah. They like drilled it into
It's a university prep school.
You had to.
You had to. We were in the same advisor group, which probably means nothing to most people, but
It was really cool.
It means absolutely nothing to me.
it was super cool, and our advisor was not very serious.
No, he was also the best.
He was the best.
Shout out to Gully.
Yeah, Gully.
Love that guy.
He's like 5 foot.
Maybe.
Yeah. So tiny.
So tiny.
What's he do?
He was the athletic director, but he was our advisor, so he like
looked after us kind of thing. He
Advises.
had like a small group of us from the school and like all different grades and stuff that he just kind of like mentored isn't really the right word.
No,
but like,
it's like they made sure we were like keeping our grades
yeah.
up, and like if we needed anything, they could help us.
Yeah.
He was like a big advocate though for like,
Oh, yeah.
like you didn't mess with Gully's advisees. 'Cause
No.
some were really strict and were like, you have to be in advisor group at this time, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And we would always be late, or like
yeah.
he'd be running to the group.
Literally,
Yeah.
yeah. And he was like, don't do stupid shit. And we're like, okay, Gully, thanks.
Yeah.
And then that was it. Like,
Then
he
you
was
just don't do
so great.
stupid shit.
Exactly.
Well, because when you say like don't do this, it's like the first thing I want to do is that.
Just do it. Yeah.
But I feel like he was Welsh, like he definitely did stupid shit.
He definitely
so, like,
did stupid shit. Yeah.
We loved him for it.
Absolutely.
But when you graduated, you didn't go to post-secondary.
I did not. I did tell Albert College that I was going to go to Guelph University the next year so that they would kind of get off my case. I
You were
just
like, leave me alone.
literally, I was like, I just deferred it for a year, but I'm totally going to go. And then I did not. So.
Did you want to go, or were you like,
Absolutely not. I actually, my parents were incredibly supportive of like, don't go to post-secondary just to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you have a goal in mind, if you have something where like you're going for this benefit, 100% like we're there, we're going to support you, whatever.
Yeah.
But they're like, if you're just going to put your time in, don't bother, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
especially because they're like, we can give you opportunity to go to work, and that
Yeah.
I think that was way more valuable and beneficial. And so I did that. And so when I came out of high school, I did get accepted to Guelph University, and I said that I was going to defer it for a year because
they
Albert was
wouldn't
like,
leave
"Oh my
you
God."
alone? Yeah.
Yeah. And so then yes, but I didn't end up going. And honestly, I think that acceptance was for like a pre-vet program or something like that. And I was like,
No, thank you.
I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, yes, but it was definitely a good choice, I think. And I did actually go to post-secondary after, oh my goodness, how long ago? I'd been working at the dealership for a while, and then I took the automotive business program through Georgian College.
Oh.
Just kind of like on the side. I think I had to go there like once a week sort of thing, and I did most of it online, which was really handy. And that was helpful. But yeah.
I think it's good. We're very pro, like, don't go to school.
Yes,
Which I think
am
is
too.
It's like so expensive, and if you
Yeah.
don't know, I don't understand why. Like my daughter's 17, she's graduating this year, she's not going next year.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just don't know what I want to do.
Exactly.
And I was
You're
like,
also
cool, because
so
you also
young.
Who does
don't
when you're
have to
17?
pick.
Yes.
You don't have to pick right now. And I was pressured to go immediately, so I dropped
I
out
feel
of high
like
school.
our generations, millennials, was very much like, you're going, you need to
Yes.
go to school.
And it has to be university, it cannot be college.
I think now it's a bit better.
Yeah. It's definitely way
I
better
think it
now.
is too. And I just think it's so silly because I'm like, when you're 17, like you don't have any idea what you want to do with your
Your
life.
frontal
you
lobe isn't
do.
even fully developed.
Literally.
When does
Like,
that happen?
25.
Got
maybe
so much
30 in
time.
my case.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
like, is mine there yet? I don't know.
It's funny. My husband Alex is actually really involved with our local high school because he's in the trades, and so he actually just put on a trade panel at our local high school ENSS because he brought in a whole bunch of different trades like, you know, electricians, plumbers, HVAC, all these things
Yeah.
to talk to these kids, because if you're going to go to school, like get into the trades. Like it is such a valuable thing and it's so undervalued,
Yeah.
I think, by like maybe not teachers, but just the post-secondary push. It's so undervalued. And I think it should be like front of mind for these
Yeah.
kids because it's so
Well, everyone's
amazing.
going to need an electrician. Everyone's
Yes.
going to
If
need
If I
a
went
plumber.
back, I would have become an electrician. I would have
Yeah.
loved the trades, I think. Like working
You
with my
totally
hands.
would've,
I would
yes.
have loved the trades.
Yes.
But it was never an option. And I think, like, I even think some, like, we went to a private school, but even regular high schools, I feel like, weren't pushing the trades.
when I
No,
went
we
to high
were.
school, it was if you didn't go to university, you were like
You were going to die.
you know
You're
you were just
going
like
to be poor and die.
basically
was
yes.
there.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like you were not to look down. Look down on is the wrong
was a
word.
little
It was
bit,
a
like-
little bit.
It was like you were not as worthy as the university
Yeah.
students.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that I remember most from, especially at our high school, because literally in the graduating class, like my year's graduating class, I was the only kid that didn't go away to university, which I should preface as saying is like 56 kids, I think. But
Yeah, it's
still,
not huge
not a lot,
classes.
but still. I was the only kid that didn't go away, and I remember so many of my friends being so envious of that, where they're like, "Oh my God, you're so lucky," because like I don't want to go either, but my parents are making me,
Yeah.
or my teachers
Yeah.
are making me or whatever, right? And I'm like, honestly, I think, like, my husband and I talk about this all the time, that in high school, like, you have to get community service hours. I'm like, you shouldn't have to volunteer in your community. You should have, like, internship hours
Yeah.
to graduate. Like, you should
yeah,
actually
to be able to try different things.
go working at a business that you maybe you know the owner of, or like maybe your parents can get you in or something, but try working at
Yeah.
a business. Don't just go and
I
like
think,
rake your neighbor's leaves.
Don't
you know?
they do that now?
They have.
Isn't
I think
don't
it's a
they
lot more
have,
common,
Like,
yeah.
like apprentice or like
Well, there's co-op. Yeah, so
co-op. That's
there's
it.
co-op, and then if you're going into the trades, you can technically start
Your apprentice.
working
Yes.
in
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
grade 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they start transitioning
Imagine
you.
knowing in grade 10
What
that'd
you
be
wanna do with your life? Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
I'm
Yeah.
still figuring it out.
Yeah, but it's like some kids
Yes.
just know, right? Like
Yeah.
especially if they have there's like a family business of
I did
yep,
everything in
whatever.
my power to go away from the family business.
Yeah,
And
you
here
did.
you are,
And
Katie.
here I freaking am.
With your wonderful environmental science degree.
It really paid off. I had a great time though getting it, to be honest. Made some great friends. Like, I was there to network, and I did that, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's also like, I think, such an interesting thing, because you're such an outgoing person that like networking is truly your superpower. So like lean into
so
that.
good.
Oh, I
so
love
good at it.
networking.
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
like, I'm bad. I just want to be friends with my clients. It's like
Yes.
kind of a problem. I'm like, we're just friends now, but do you want to buy advertising?
Literally yesterday, she looks at one of our friends who's one of her clients. She's like, advertising?
Like, I shot her the finger guns. I was like, you want to advertise? I got a new package. She was like,
Yeah.
send it to me. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Or she'll text one, be like, Evan.
I love texting Evan. I'm like, yo, I got something for you. He's like, I'm in. I'm like,
Great. Thanks.
Great.
love
Cool,
that.
cool. Love that.
Yeah. So if anyone
That's
wants to be my
amazing.
friend, I'll text you.
You will try to sell your friend.
I will.
Yes. But
Yeah.
that's the value of it. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love
if,
that.
If my friend isn't trying to sell me something,
I don't wanna be
wanna
friends
I
with
don't
you.
wanna
Yeah,
be friends with you.
exactly.
And
And
I
I
buy all
buy
my
all the things for my friends.
I
So,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yes. Yes.
The
Yeah.
fucking border people took my face wash.
Okay.
How dare
shit,
they.
that was too big.
Okay, to be fair, so you're allowed 3 ounces on the plane.
100
Yeah.
milliliters, yeah.
I had 4 ounces and it was half empty.
Okay, see, that's saucy.
That's saucy. And I've had that too, where I'm like, and because you got it through going there.
I
didn't
got
you?
it through going to Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
But coming back from Mexico, the guy's like, this is, and I was like, no, that's her brand. I'm like, that's her brand. You can't take this away from me. And then he threw it out, and I was like, Sammy took my face value.
Dang it.
I
That's
had
the
something that
pits.
was like 110 milliliters.
Yep.
And I got it through Pearson, but then my flight was canceled, so I left. The next day I came through, and then they threw it out that time. And I was like, I got it through yesterday. And they're
Yeah.
like, well, I was like, it's 10 mil. Like,
Come on, guys.
do I look smart enough
just,
to
like-
do anything with that? Like, I'm not doing
Like, what is
it.
my
I
face
look
wash
like-
gonna
come
do?
on.
I had to drop out of
actually.
physics and chemistry. Like, this isn't it. I ain't it.
I just
but-
don't
Promise
Get
I'm
it.
not going to blow anything
yeah,
up.
please.
How
That's
would you
hilarious.
even?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the part that's baffling to me, where I'm like, people that actually commit crimes, I'm like, you must be one smart cookie,
Yeah.
because it is over my head.
Over my head.
Yeah, I also just, no.
Yeah. I don't have that kind of
I don't
time.
have time.
I don't have time for this.
Yes.
I'm too tired. I'd rather,
So
I would
tired.
literally rather take a nap.
Yeah.
Then do bad
Then
stuff.
chemistry.
I know.
Then,
Yeah.
chemistry or science. Like, no, I'm just, no.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing it.
We're not doing that.
Okay, so circling back to the venue.
Yes.
You're loving it. Your husband's
Yes.
supporting you.
Yes.
How did you find the property, and how long was that process?
So when I set the goal for myself in January that I'm going to at least come up with an answer this year, then we actually owned the property by July.
I love that.
Yeah.
It just kind of fell.
It just kind of fell. Like I actually had it in my mind that I really wanted to do something like this in the county. Because I'm like, it's just, this kind of thing is already there. There's supporting businesses like the wineries and that kind of thing. So I thought it would be kind of cool to do in the county. And I talked to a couple real estate agents saying like, hey, this is the kind of property that I'm looking at. And they literally laughed at me and hung up. And I was like, okay, well, that was a little bit rude, first of all. But I guess that's not going to work then.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Great.
okay. Yeah. was very strange.
Hang up. That's a crazy response.
It was very bold. I was like, all right. But then this property came up for sale, and we kind of live between Trenton and Brighton. And so this was obviously the opposite direction of the county. And I almost didn't want to go look at it. I was like, Alex and I were texting back and forth about it. And I'm like, yeah, but like, it's not really in the right location. And he's like, well, come on, like, let's just go see it. Like, there's no harm in going to see it. And I was like, okay, fine. So we went to see it. And literally, as soon as we both got there, we were like, this is it. Because my criteria on looking for a place was I really wanted an old house, because I'm like, we can build a barn.
The house is stunning.
You can't build an old house.
Yeah.
Though. Thank you. And
the house
so,
is beautiful.
Thank you. It's so cool. Like, it is just, it's so historically rich, and it's so cool. So, I wanted it to be relatively close to where we live, so that like the commute wasn't insane, and I had to have an old house. So we go and look at this place, which obviously had an old house and was relatively close. And so anyway, I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And then Alex actually, he went into the woods, just kind of like poking around, and on the one side, like where the barn is, there was like 7-foot tall stinging nettles and like mature trees and stuff like that. Like, it was crazy. And he just kind of like wanders over there, because that's what he does, and he comes back and he's like, Steph, you will not believe this. And I'm like, what? And he goes, there's literally an old barn foundation over there. And I was like, oh my God, we'll put an offer in today. Like, it was insane. It was insane. So we like found that. And so then because the stone foundation was already there, then like that was the footprint that we used. And so we,
because that would have changed permitting, right?
Exactly,
Yes.
But since
yes,
it was
and
already
so
there, it was
because
okay.
it was already there and we could literally utilize that, then it made the permit process, which was still long and a lot, but it made it much better, because it was kind of like grandfathered in, because if that wasn't there, then we likely wouldn't have been able to build in that spot at all.
Yeah.
So it was really, really handy. And it's just beautiful. And, you know, there isn't, like, stone foundations just have a special place in my heart. They're so cool and they're so unique. So
They are.
Yeah.
And then how long did it take to build the venue that Alex will never build another barn? But how long did it take?
So
How long did it take him?
How long did it take
By
him?
himself.
By himself.
That's right. Yes.
No
that
power
single man,
tools.
that's right.
A single man built this whole barn.
That's
Yeah.
right. So we got the property in July of 2023.
Did you have a baby through this process?
I did.
Okay. Just wanted
Wow,
to confirm.
okay.
I was like, wait a minute. Pregnancy
Yes.
was in there.
Also had a baby in there. Yes.
So you're insane.
Well, that, yes, I would.
in the best
In the
way.
complimentary
Yeah.
way.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Thank
Maybe in the less complimentary way too, honestly.
No.
TBD. Thank you. But yeah, so we got the property in July of 2023, and then we renovated like the house and a couple of like, we have a barn that we call the man cave, which is really fun. And we renovated that, and we have an outdoor bar. So we got those done, which was a lot of fun. And then during that time, we were also working on the permits and stuff for the barn, because they took a long time. And then once we got all of that, actually like putting the barn up was probably like 10-ish months. Like, it did take a while, and we got it up and weather tight, and then that was right before winter, and then we had to stop because we couldn't work on the outside during like the freezing cold months, so there was kind of a pause there. And then once we got going again in the spring, then we finished in October. And so then last October I got to host my first weddings in the barn, which was really exciting. So
Have you always, because you're also the event host.
Yes.
Was that like a learning curve, or do you just kind of
Yes.
naturally take on? Okay.
Well, I would say kind of both. So, I love hosting events. Like, I grew up, my mom also loves hosting events, and she's just kind of like a natural host. So I kind of grew up with that experience, and I also am like that and love that. So that part comes really natural to me. But in the first weddings that I hosted, like, we ran out of alcohol on the first one. I'm like, okay, good to know.
More alcohol.
More alcohol.
Learning curve.
Yeah.
Yes. And so stuff like that, I'm like, I don't know how to do this, you know?
Yeah.
So we just learn along the way, you know?
love
That's the
it.
best
Yeah.
way to
It
learn.
really is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of have to learn that way.
Yes.
Nothing's ever going to be perfect. We've learned that. It's like
Yes.
nothing's ever going to be perfect, but if you
Exactly.
don't go for it,
You kind of just have to do
You're
it.
going to be waiting forever.
You're going to be waiting forever. And that's actually very much how I felt about this whole experience. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, I don't want to spend my life at something that I don't love and that isn't really working for me. And then when I'm, 50, be like, okay, maybe now I'm ready to go for it. No, I want to do the hard shit when I'm like 30. And then when I'm 50, then I get to be like, wow, I'm so glad I did that,
Yeah.
Not.
And so if people are getting married there, they can bring caterers in. Like, is there a kitchen? How does that all work?
So right now we have full range so that people can bring their own caterer in. And if you want to like get a food truck and park it outside, that's great. If you want a full plated dinner, you can do that too. We don't have a full kitchen yet. We just have kind of like a prep space. And so caterers are welcome to use that, which is handy. So
Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah.
So when I book a venue like yours, what do I get in that?
Good question. So you get the whole venue space, so tables and chairs included. We have an outdoor ceremony space that's really pretty, and so you'll have benches and stuff like that out there. We include all your dinnerware, so your plates, your cutlery, all that kind of stuff. We have beautiful vintage dishes, which are fun.
I love that.
Or plain white, depending on the vibe. We will stock the bar. We have our own bartenders. We have a full liquor license, and so all the alcohol and everything like that is included. We have patio space outside. Basically all of your venue kind of stuff.
Things.
Yes. And then in the house too. Sorry, I think I hit the
It's
mic.
okay.
We have the house as well, and so the bridal suite is in the house, and so that's really fun. And then we have our man cave, which is my favorite because I feel like the guys so often just get like forgotten on a wedding day,
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
just kind of like, oh, sorry, go golfing, go do whatever,
go
you know
do
what I mean? Like go
something.
do something, as opposed to like being at the venue like the girls are. And so we have a man cave for them that Alex got to decorate. I got to pick all the floral wallpaper in the house. He got to pick the
Perfect
decor for the man cave.
I love that.
And so it's pretty fun out there. There's like, a pool table and a beer fridge and stuff like that. And so they hang out out there. And that's all included in the day as well.
I feel like I know you wanted a venue in the county, but there aren't a lot of venues.
No. This actually worked out so much better.
These, like, Belleville doesn't really have venues. Like, Quinte West, I guess, now has a couple.
Yep.
And yeah, like there's kind of like an emptiness because everyone's like the county, but sometimes the county, like my brother got married in the county, it was great, but it is like a destination wedding, like because you have to get everything down there, you're staying down there, all that stuff. Where I feel like where you are, although you're out in the country, it's still feasible to like get back to Brighton or to Quinte West or something.
Yeah. And even going past, like going the other way towards Coburg and stuff, there also isn't a lot of big venues that way too. We also have a capacity of 180 people, which is nice because there's not a lot of large places.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
I don't know. I don't think I know 180 people.
I definitely do not.
My wedding list is currently sitting at 130.
Ooh,
And it
I love
probably
that.
could be higher, but
Mine's like 60. And that's like, I could probably cut that in half.
if I'm just counting Jeanette's like immediate like aunts, uncles, cousins, if we go from both sides of her family, we're probably at like 80 people alone.
Jesus. That's
We
wild.
didn't invite all of them.
I love that. Hope you're not listening.
They don't. I know for sure. I feel like we've learned you're like a powerhouse through all of this.
gosh,
So you're building a venue and you have 3 children. How do you balance that?
That's a great question. I'm currently accepting ideas.
No
Okay,
idea.
we're still working on it. I'm
Yeah, we're
glad.
still
No, you
working on
kind of,
it.
I think once you hit momhood, you're just kind of like, okay, I'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
And it's like,
yes.
I used to bring Kate here all the time.
Yes. Yep.
Like she would just come with me everywhere.
100%. I do that frequently. Like, in having Lindy, my youngest, literally all of the like tours, meetings, anything that I did at the venue was me with a baby strapped on. Cause like I have a newborn, like, and what do you want me to do? But that was my biggest motivator for making a change, like a career change, was getting more time with my kids. And especially through building the venue, like my kids lived their best lives, let me tell you, because like my son, who is 7, is very machinery oriented, and like it was his absolute dream. He's like,
everything's there.
Yes, exactly. Everything's there. We had many School of Life days. He is now like 7 and incredibly proficient at driving a skid steer and an excavator, which I love.
Correct.
Very handy.
Very handy. Very helpful when the kids can.
Yes. So as far as balancing it, I think everyone kind of has their own, like, what works for them, you know? And I don't really think, I remember once being told actually that you don't have to try and balance it. You just have to feel centered in it. And I was like, oh, that's very wise, because when you think of balancing it, then people assume that it's like 50-50, right? And it's never going to be 50-50, because in some phases of life, you have to give more to your career. And in some phases of life, you have to give more to your kids, right? And I think it's just finding that point where you feel centered to say, I feel good about giving where I am right now.
That's a way better way of looking at it. Everyone's always like, balance. I'm like, balance is freaking hard. I don't even have kids, and it's hard.
Yes,
I can't. I literally can't.
No.
Yeah,
like it's impossible.
It absolutely is impossible.
It's like, okay, I'm like in a good, like I feel like it's like you get into a groove, and it's like, okay, this is it.
Yes,
You're in a good groove. Like so much less crying, which is ideal. That's what we live
That's the goal.
for. That's
Honestly,
the goal.
that's the goal. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend asked me today, like, how's your mental stability? I was like, it's actually okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing okay.
What
And
a
that's
kind
what
question to
matters.
ask someone.
Yeah, we always check in on that.
Yeah.
We're like, where's your depression at?
Yeah.
Like, you
How we doing here today?
Because
Check
like
in with
a
your
couple
friends.
weeks ago,
Yes.
she sent me a picture of her just crying at work. I was like, we're not good.
So no.
We're trying our best.
Yes. I love that.
How have you built community around you through this as the venue builds?
Question.
Thank you. It just came to me.
I was gonna say, I'm like, that wasn't.
That was not. I was like,
I think just by networking. Like I'm also a very chatty person. And just kind of talking to people, and you just I think you really build your tribe organically. Like people talk about finding your people and finding your village and stuff, and I think that is one of those things that just has to happen organically, you know, and as you get talking to people, then you find the people that are meant to be in your circle, you know, and it comes together. Yeah.
I think it's also you can learn that people are not supposed to be in your circle as well.
Amen.
That is
sister.
allowed. That is very much allowed. Let's just point that out. If you feel like someone no longer belongs in your circle, that's
You're allowed to cut them out.
Yeah.
You're allowed, or to keep them even at a distance.
Yeah.
You can put them in your outer circle.
There can be many circles.
There can be a lot of circles.
There's like my core circle, and then I have an inner circle, and then I have a medium
bigger
circle.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what I mean? But like I've moved people from like my middle
Different
circle
circles.
to like the far outer
They got
Pluto
demoted.
circle. Like so hard.
Yes. And I think your season of life changes too. And I think with like as your season of life changes, then so do your friends.
For sure,
you know? And I know that I have really felt that about motherhood, where like now, you know, unless like my inner circle of friends are friends with moms, you know, or
with kids.
with kids.
We got you.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
They're friends with
understood,
moms. Yeah, that's right. They're friends with kids because that's just the season of life that we're all in, you know?
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to be friends with people that are so relatable and that kind of thing. And yeah, I think you just find your people as you go.
Yeah, my people have to just accept my children.
Yes, exactly.
And
that's
I'm
how
just
I
like,
feel
if
too.
you're in my circle, you have to just accept that I might have a very chaotic small little boy with me.
Yeah,
At any point in
absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we do. We take him in as ours.
Yeah.
Well, Katie is his daddy.
I'm his dad.
I love that so much.
I was looking at your website, and as someone who's planning a wedding, your price is very reasonable.
Thank you.
Like I was
It
like,
is-
oh,
it's really good.
for like everything that's included. I was like, yeah. Besides having to bring in food, like
Yes.
to get a caterer, I was like, this is a great price for
Thank
like a
you.
full day and all the venue, like the spaces you get and everything.
I'm glad to hear it.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If anyone is getting married, do it.
It's the place.
Yeah. And so yeah, people can come take a tour. You'll
Yep.
show them around, do all
Yep.
the fun stuff.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Are there dates left for any of 2026?
2026 is pretty well booked. If you wanted something like November-ish, then I do have November dates available. But then once we get into December, then Christmas parties actually book up really quickly. But then going into 2027, I already have a lot of dates in the fall actually booked. So spring of 2027 is
looking good.
Still looking good, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did we miss anything? Do you have any more questions?
No, I'm just excited to
Me
be here.
too. This was fun.
This was really fun.
Did we miss
much.
anything though?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you
my
so
God,
much.
You guys.
That was amazing.
It was.
So fun. So I went to high school stuff, and like she was my brother's age. She's 3 years older than me, but so nice. And
She's so sweet.
Yeah, like what a vibe. And I love it. Like she's a powerhouse, building that business, building the barn back, building the business, and having 3 children.
It's wild.
Yeah,
I can't imagine having 3 kids.
I
and
can't
doing
imagine
anything.
having any children. So
The fact that people get things done, like the parents that have like 3 kids under 5, I'm like, why?
I would say she has that.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's so many children.
My sister-in-law has 4 under 13, which isn't as crazy, but both of
I
my
don't know.
sister-in-laws actually have that.
I have 2 and I'm like overwhelmed.
I have none and I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at. So Steph, like killing it,
Snaps to moms.
created a beautiful space. I was there, we were there and saw like it before it was
Finished.
finished. So I'm excited to eventually see it finished.
Same.
Yeah. What else is going on? Like what should we talk about? Oh, I feel like I had something to talk to you about that I wanted to bring up.
I feel like
should write
I'm
things down.
really entering a new season in life.
Ooh, tell me more.
Like, there's some really big, serious things that are starting to get wrapped up. And I feel lighter. I feel like I want to do things more for myself. And just because I want to, like, not for any other reason, but just because I want to. I want, like, we had a talk today, like we had an interview today, and I'm like, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I'm like entering this new season where I'm like, oh, I'm happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Where it's like, okay, you know what? Like, things couldn't be chaotic and stressful and negative and all these things. But I'm like, fuck it.
I think one thing is like things can coexist because I think you and I both live in like a pretty like I think our baseline is anxiety. And like there's stress and
Oh,
like
I'm still
chaotic.
anxious about all of it. But I feel like I'm a lot less depressed.
You are. But I think like happiness and some of these like anxiety emotions and stuff can coexist.
Absolutely.
So like sometimes I have to check myself because I'm like, oh, I'm stressed about this and I'm anxious and blah blah blah. But then I'm like, overall though, I'm really content, and that to me is a goal.
Yeah.
Like
That's a good win.
to not be living in fight or flight, like
Yeah.
to the extreme that I have in the past.
Yeah, I think the last 2 years I've been very like on edge
Yes,
because I'm always waiting for the next.
I'm gonna say 4 years.
Yeah.
Since I've been back, you've gotten a lot better in the last like
Yeah.
year and a half, but
For the longest time I was living a lot of anxiety about like, okay, like what's gonna happen next, like what's gonna be the next big thing, what's gonna be the next,
like what's the other shoe? The other
when's
shoe.
the other shoe gonna drop. And it always drops, and it was always like catastrophic, and like it would drain me emotionally. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, I could just not take on that energy.
I think though you are surrounded by a lot of really great people. Like you give yourself all the credit, but I think your support system has grown.
Yeah. And I
a different
feel
way.
really like if I were to be like, hey guys, I'm really struggling. Like, can we just like have a girls' night? That it would happen.
Yeah.
Or be like, hey, like let's hang out and go for lunch. It would be like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it has
They're
to
not
do.
going to judge you for your decision.
I also think that having a good group of girls and friends has been absolutely life-changing for me.
I agree. Because this is kind of your first...
This is like my first adult girl group. Mm-hmm. Because like even in high school, it was not like I had a group of girls I hung out with, but it didn't feel the same because they were all catty bitches.
Yeah.
Because you're in high school, that's what
Yeah.
you do. And like other than that, I was always just friends with my partner's friends.
Oh. Wow.
I never had like my own friends.
Oh.
And now it's like, oh, I have my own friends.
Yeah. That's big.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks.
So proud of it. I'm glad I get to be a part of it.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if I wasn't. Imagine we actually like hate each other.
Oh my God.
Like everyone thinks we're dating or we hate each other.
Can we start like a hyper local conspiracy theory?
Yeah, that we actually hate
just
each
like
other.
hate each other.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Start spreading it.
Could you imagine if I actually hated you? That'd be wild.
I don't worry. I get worried you do sometimes, but that's my own self-sabotage
Oh my God, no. Could you
anxiety.
like I literally I'm like, it's like if I'm away from you for 2 days,
I know, it
I'm
feels
like,
weird.
no, come back to me.
I'm like, we're still texting. I'm still telling you all the things.
but still.
Well, it was last night too at that event. Jeanette was there.
Oh, fuck,
And
she
you
looks
and
so
Jeanette,
hot.
she looked so hot.
Her hair down is so pretty.
I know her hair is getting long again. It's so nice. I'm like, by the wedding, it's gonna be so long. But she doesn't come to many things. Like she hasn't met a lot of people. Like she had never met Kristen. Didn't know that.
Shut up.
There's other people who have like, I've never met Jeanette. I'm like, what? Like you must have, because we've been to get like friends. But they're like, I was like, oh,
shit.
well, okay. Like just her schedule is weird, or
Yeah.
like she needs to sleep after shift or whatever. But yeah, you guys like came to each other and you were like, my wife, I love you. And Dom and Curtis were like, I'm like, oh, they're in love. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm essentially the third wheel in this. So
Yes.
it's fine with me.
So in love.
Yeah. What did I want to talk to you about? Just like give me a second.
Waiting.
Fuck, what was it? It was like kind of
Waiting.
in my head. It was about food, but I don't think it is.
Oh, we're having a bagel bar tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for the long weekend we usually do a barbecue, but then I need to send an email out. But sometimes the on-airs, the morning shows they don't stay for it, so we're pivoting to a bagel bar before the long weekend.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so I think that'll be good.
You got cream cheese, eh?
I got 2 types.
Okay, I might bring fresh dill.
Oh,
Just to put on the cream cheese, like just sprinkle it on top.
That's a good idea. I do love a dill cream
Even
cheese.
with smoked salmon.
So Cheyenne, are you coming to the bagel bar?
I don't think so.
You're not in tomorrow?
I'm hanging out with my cousin who's going to Korea.
Oh, okay. She's
Okay,
hanging out with her
fine.
cousin who's going to Korea, so
That's fine.
That's
Korea's apparently really fun.
She's gonna love it, I think.
I think so.
Does she like little things?
Yeah,
Like little cute things?
probably.
Okay, cool.
She probably likes it. I'm just in case you can't hear Cheyenne. I truly can't remember what I was going to say to you, and it's I need to start writing things
We're going to
down.
literally go sit down in the office, and in 20 minutes, you're going to be like, oh, that's what it was I want to talk to you about.
It was something that I'm like,
It burns your butt.
yeah.
Does it burn your ass?
It burns my ass.
Is it our hot take?
What's our hot take?
That not everything needs to be said on the fucking
no,
internet?
That's true. Not everything needs to be said on the internet. No, I don't know what it was. That's so funny. I remember exactly where I was standing in my house though when I thought about it.
Where?
I was standing between like my kitchen and my hallway, and I was like, oh, I need to talk to Kay about this. What was it? No idea.
Fun.
Yeah. So anywho, that's a thing. Oh, we're supposed to be pouring our barn floor on the 14th.
Yes.
So,
I can't wait.
yay. Yeah.
And by that, I mean, I'm not helping.
Kay said, I can help. And I looked at her like, can
And I was like, no, not
She's
that
gonna
kind of
feed
help.
us.
I'm going to feed. I'm going to make sandwiches. I'm going to maybe bring some refreshing snacks. Maybe some
orange slices.
provide
Crazy.
the beers.
Oh, no, we'll provide the beers. Oh, excuse me, I burped.
well, no. but
Oh,
I'll-
I know what it was.
Okay, go.
Okay. So for the last little while,
Oh, no.
I bring I've been big into like bag salads and chicken because
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like a healthy bitch. Chicken makes me feel weird, so I'll be eating my salad and I'm like, Like, I hate this. Like, I hate this salad. If I put a salad, like that exact same salad in a wrap, I love it. Like, best lunch ever. All I have to do is put in a protein wrap, and I'm like, this is so good. Plain salad? No. Ew, gross.
Wrap, A+.
A+. Like, what is that psychology?
Carbs. Carbs just make you happy automatically.
They make me happy, and it, like, somehow
changes.
takes away from the chicken of it all. You know?
Chicken of it all.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk to you about.
I noticed you were eating a wrap today. I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
I did it yesterday, too. And I was like, I hate salad by itself. But put the exact
put the salad in a wrap.
In a wrap. Delicious.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That might be the move.
Yeah. So that's my hot take. Salad, ew. Put that exact same salad in a wrap. Delicious.
A+.
Yeah. Do you have snaps?
I want to snaps myself.
I love
for being a big girl and handling things this week gracefully.
You did.
Thank you.
You did. I want to give my mom snaps.
I love your mom.
I know she's listening because she listens to all the episodes now. Does give me feedback on our sound. So
okay, great.
Thanks, Mom.
So talking to the mic.
But she has had my dog all week.
Yes.
And my dog is a bit of a menace sometimes, so I think it's been a bit much. But
Daisy.
Mom, thank you. You are a powerhouse, and a lot of people love you.
Also, just for the record, I was saying yesterday how much I miss seeing you.
She did. I think, like, just so everyone knows, Martha is #1 ally.
Yes.
And if anyone ever needs, like, a mom hug, like, if your parents suck, you can have mine.
Yeah. So
She's a good substitute.
well, the other day I was like, oh, is Martha coming to the bagel bar? And you're like, no, she's at the cottage. I'm like, well, that's disappointing.
It is.
Well, because she's just so fun.
She's so fun.
She's just
such a
like the
hoot.
life of
And
the party.
She's about to be a grandma because my brother and sister-in-law are having a baby, having a little boy. So I'm gonna be like an aunt. I'm already an aunt, but I'm gonna be an aunt again. And I think like she's gonna be such #1 grandma.
Oh my God, I can already see it.
Yeah. So snaps to Grandma Martha.
Oh, I'm so excited for her.
I know. That's all I got though.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
The Babes of Quinte podcast is recorded and produced at Starboard Communications, the home of Cool 100, Hits 95.5, and InQuinte.ca.